I hope you are very well at your home, staying safe, protecting yourself from COVID-19 and utilizing your precious time in learning new things. So let's start your today's session. Today you are going to learn more vocabs. So let's get started. So your first vocab is perplexed. So what is the meaning of perplexed? Perplexed means confused, puzzled, bewildered. So instead of confused or puzzled, you can use perplexed. Let's take an example. His strange behavior perplexed us. So let's move on to your next vocab, essential. So what is the meaning of essential? Necessary, needed or required. So let's take an example. A good sleep is essential for a better life. So instead of necessary, you can use essential. Instead of needed, you can use essential. Let's move on to your next vocab, that is your leisure. So what is the meaning of leisure? Leisure means spare time or free time. Let's take an example. During my leisure time, I enjoy reading. So what do you do in your leisure time? You can say, during my leisure time, I enjoy reading. Let's move on to your next vocab, that is expense. So what is the meaning of expense? Cost, price, charge. So let's take an example. Her expenses over shopping is not in our budget. So instead of price or cost, you can use expense. Let's move on to your next vocab, that is anxiety. So what is the meaning of anxiety? Worry, concern, apprehension. So let's take an example. The idea made her more anxious to get away. So instead of worry, you can use anxiety. Let's move on to your next vocab, that is plead. Plead means beg or beseech. Let's take an example. She pleaded me to get that work done. So what do you do to your work done? Let's move on to your next vocab, that is recently. So what is the meaning of recently? Recently means lately or newly. So I have been to Shimla recently. So if someone will ask, where have you been recently? So I have been to Shimla recently. You can use this vocab. So your next vocab is anger. So what is the synonyms of anger? That is temper, wrath, rage. So let's take an example. His anger increases my anxiety. So this is your example. Let's move on to your next vocab, that is cordial. Cordial means friendly, warm, pleasant. So let's take an example. Her students are very cordial. Or you can say that she is very cordial with her students. So these are your vocabs you can use in your day-to-day life. That's done. So class, this is done for the day. I hope you understood it very well. So please like, share and subscribe our ANK YouTube channel. Thank you so much.